Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind Your Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind Your Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in the stream here. Happy Sunday, as we are just past noontime out on the East Coast on this Sunday here. The Colorado Buffaloes winning 2 straight games, getting past Boise State in the first 4, winning in a thriller on a game winner over Florida in the first round, 102-100. Colorado's the 10 seed, looking to pull off the upset in this matchup over the 2 seed, the Marquette Golden Eagles. And both of these head coaches looking to get over the hump in this matchup. Head coach Tad Boyle in his 14th season for Colorado, making his 6th NCAA tournament appearance, but has never led his team to the Sweet 16 for CU, as Colorado is taking on Marquette. Shaka Smart, 9 straight exits in the first weekend for Shaka Smart. The lone Sweet 16 second weekend appearance was the Final Four year in his head coach back in 2011 at VCU. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. This should be a fun one to begin today. Throughout the course of today, this should be a good game going down here. Looking forward to this one. A lot of points should be coming off the board. Mario, Michael, Lucas, Cody, Vegas, welcome back in the stream. Yeah, Oregon was right there yesterday. What a game. Creighton against Oregon. Creighton was down by 4 with a minute left to go. They came back. They forced overtime, went into a second overtime, and then they just took it by storm in the second overtime and won that game yesterday. Enfala Dante and Jermaine Kuznar for Oregon. Those two guys played their hearts out yesterday. Jackson Shellstead, he got injured in the late second half. He had to go to the locker room. He came back. And, yeah, Oregon's going to be back, though. Oregon will be back for them. A couple of those guys in the team were first-year players, whereas Creighton was led mostly by, like, seniors. And just, it's amazing. Like, Creighton, final minute, down by 4, they didn't panic. Those guys are just so efficient for shooters. Like, they just keep on shooting and shooting and shooting. Oregon played one heck of a game yesterday against them, defended as best as possible. Man, it's just, like, that Creighton team's just so cool, calm, collected how they play. They run, like, a similar scheme. When I watched them play, it basically, like, everybody's moving. It looks like Golden State with Steve Kerr's offense trying to get Steph Curry the ball. Like, everybody's moving all around, and then they're hoisting up threes. A lot of them missed, but they always found a big 3 to, like, give them momentum after they were trailing in that game. They were down by 6 last night at one point. They were down by 4 with a minute and always found a way to come on back. Here's the starters for this one. Tyler Kolek is back. They're coming off a massive win over Western Kentucky. Tyler Kolek, Stevie Mitchell, Cam Jones, Oso Ighodaro, David Joplin for Marquette going up against Colorado. This team is soaring. 10-1 record. The previous 11 games for the Buffs. Luke O'Brien, Javon Hadley, KJ Simpson, Tristan DeSilva, and Big Eddie Lampkin down inside the low post, the starting 5 for the Colorado Buffaloes. Colorado with the black jerseys for today's matchup. It's going to be a fun one to kick off your Sunday here, round of 32 action. Winner of this game going to get NC State, who took down Oakland yesterday. Colorado black jerseys, gold letters, white numbers. Marquette white jerseys, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters for this matchup, and we are underway. Marquette right to left controls the opening tip. Shaka Smart has yet to get to the Sweet 16 since the Final Four year of VCU back in 2011. It's been 9 straight first-round losses in a row, but big response there by Marquette as they take the straightaway 3 and drill it directly off the bat to lead with a quick 3-zip start for the Golden Eagles. First possession now for Colorado. Colorado coming off a shootout victory over Florida in the first round, 102-100. Their third game now for Colorado that they played since Wednesday. Simpson drives, kicks out to the corner. Hadley with a three, missed off the mark, no good. Tipped up, and a rebound out of the pack goes to Marquette. Marquette with it up the floor. Cam Jones at the left wing, moves on top over to Iguodaro. Iguodaro hands it off to Jones, turns the corner towards his right. Jones drives down the lane, scoop score, up and then off the backboard. 5-zip now for Marquette. Good start here to open up the game for Marquette. They know last year they were so close. They took on Michigan State a year ago in the second round, couldn't pull that one out, but this year they're looking for a response. Bringing back basically their whole lineup from last year. A nice bounce pass to the bounce door cutter. Eddie Lampkin feeds the backdoor cutter there with Tristan Da Silva as he throws down the hammer. Marquette with a possession. Kolek, left baseline dribble, shovels downhill, in and out of the hands as a turnover. Looking to send it off to David Joplin. Couldn't squeeze it as it's a turnover by Marquette. Dale, welcome back in. Lonnie taking the Marquette Golden Eagles for this one, repping the Big East. Good Big East Pac-12 matchup. Both of those conferences doing super well in the tournament. Same as the ACC so far. That's a massive rejection by Marquette. David Joplin down low as he denies Javon Hadley. Here's a three taken by Joplin. Bricked off the back rim. Offensive rebound. Back over to Cam Jones. Jones fires a three. He delivers. What a start here for Marquette. 8-2 right now in the first 2 minutes of action approximately. Cam Jones putting up 17 points per game this season. They get a couple guys that's been bucket makers. 4 players averaging double figures on Marquette this season. Simpson slides it out to the wing. Da Silva moves it out right corner. Catch and fire three. Colorado no good off the mark. Missed by O'Brien. Offensive rebound pulled down though by Da Silva. Da Silva lobs it off to Lampkin. Lampkin brings along a double team. Lampkin bounce pass behind his back. Pinwheeled around. Back over to Lampkin. Loose ball. Lampkin turned it over. As he lost it, Jones came up with a steal. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me there. Utah State, I feel like, matches up well against Purdue. They had 2 bigs in that game against TCU that was giving TCU a lot of issues. Missed 3 up the floor by Marquette. Colorado with the possession. Bounce pass down low. Lampkin underneath. Lampkin powers his way right to the bucket. He scores. +1. Coming up with a free throw line for Big Eddie Lampkin. It's a massive bucket right there. Wouldn't it be something to see the dudes going at it in the Sweet 16? If Colorado wins this one, it would be Eddie Lampkin versus DJ Burns. Winner of this game will take on NC State in the Sweet 16. Lampkin will shoot 1. Yeah, that was the worst part about it for Oregon. It was a freshman who inbounded the basketball. They had a lead. And the freshman decides to pass it off to Dante, who is the only one who was wide open. And Dante was a 60% free throw shooter, and he bricked the free throw. Free throw is good by Lampkin. 3-point game. Kolek, baseline dribble. Kolek, bounce pass left corner. Mitchell swings it outside. Joplin. Joplin at the left wing. Dribbles up. Free throw circle. Joplin working on Da Silva. 101. 12 the shot clock. Joplin underneath. Moves it back outside. Shot clock's down to 8. Iguodaro. Hand it off. Here's a 3. No good. Bricked it. Off the mark, missed by Cam Jones. Alabama collected the defensive rebound up the floor with Simpson. KJ Simpson feeds it down inside to O'Brien. Moves it off to Lampkin around the perimeter. Lampkin hands it off O'Brien. Turns the corner. Drive it. Kick out to the corner. Hadley dribbles up inside the key. Hadley bounce pass into the hands to Simpson. Elevates for the J. Bricked off the back rim. No good. They are not finding their stroke right now for Colorado. Marquette up by 3 with the basketball. Marquette has it towards his left. Kolek turns the corner, drives with a left hand. Gutted a drop, good for 2. Tyler Kolek, he is back. Once again, healthy Marquette. 5-point lead right now, averaging 15-5 and 8 for points, rebounds, and assists per game this season. One of the top playmakers in all of Division I men's college basketball, representing Cumberland, Rhode Island. Rhode Island zone, Tyler Kolek. There's a deflected pass. Marquette comes up with a steal. 3-on-1 in transition. Layup's good. Good start here for the Golden Eagles. 12-5 for Marquette. Kimberly, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Unfortunately, I won't be doing Alabama today. I'll be covering Duke against James Madison, which is at the same time, and then Houston against Texas A&M. So I got my streams are like spread apart from each other because Duke against James Madison overlaps, and I really wanted to take that one for today, as Colorado had it stripped out of bounds. It was last touched, though, by Cam Jones, so this is going to stay Colorado basketball. Colorado struggling so far. Great start for Marquette here in the first 4+ minutes of action right now. 12-5 Marquette leads as we take the first time out. Good start for Marquette. Just last year seemed so abrupt for that team. Everything was rolling. Marquette with their team a year ago looked completely different from previous Marquette teams that had been bounced out early in the bracket. And then everything just completely just changed as they got bounced out. It seemed like way too early. Lost against Michigan State in the round of 32. This is a good sign for Marquette. Fast start here. They had some issues with that on Friday. They were trailing at halftime 43-36 against Western Kentucky. Came out in the second half and he smashed them 87-69 in the victory on Friday. Yeah, that'd be awesome if that happens. Big East getting their revenge there for 3 other snubs. If they can get 3 to the Final Four, that would be incredible. It's just so wide open, like who can win it or so. That was impressive yesterday. How Creighton, they were down by 4, they just kept themselves cool and just able to win a close game there against Oregon, crushing for Oregon yesterday. They had a chance to win it, but Dante missed the free throw. And then North Carolina yesterday really showed something. They were trailing by 12 to begin that game against Michigan State. They came all the way back and they crushed Michigan State yesterday. It's like the resiliency of those types of teams right there to come on back. A 4-point deficit by Creighton, able to win in double overtime. And then North Carolina, down by 12 early on, came back and smashed Michigan State the rest of the game in like the final 30 minutes. It's just like that type of basketball right there, that those two teams have like incredible experience all around their roster that they channel to get things done. That Tennessee versus Texas game, yikes, that was rough yesterday. If I'm Tennessee, I'm really worried about my team going into the Sweet 16 there because they were bricking shots left and right yesterday. Kara, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well to be notified for future live streams here. First out of 3 that I plan on covering on the triple header for today. Marquette looking for a redemption. Number 2 seed for the second straight NCAA tournament. Got bounced out last year in round number 2 against Michigan State. Great start here, up by 7 for Marquette. Colorado looking to inbounds. They will, and floating up a runner. They drop it down. So Cody Williams coming off the bench right there, able to score off the inbound, makes the score 12-7. Thomas, thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate it, man, for being back in the stream. Iguodaro sends it back on top over to Cam Jones. Jones towards his left around the perimeter. Bounce pass goes to Joplin. Joplin with 12 in the shot clock. Free throw circle. Gives it off to Kolek. Kolek with 15 minutes even remaining. Bounce pass to the top. They step into an open 3. Missed off the mark by Joplin. Colorado came up with a rebound, and now they'll slow it down. This is a Colorado team that they were struggling against Boise State, and in the final 5 minutes of the game took over the game by storm to win it 60-53. On Wednesday. Lampkin, hand off top of the key off to Williams. Williams drives inside the paint. Williams, the rim no good. Lampkin with a tip in. He scores for 2. Big Eddie Lampkin helping out the cause right here. He has some major impactful moments in previous NCAA tournament games. He gave Arizona a head full of issues 2 years ago. That team with Benedict Mathurin on the team for Arizona. Nice bounce pass there off the pick and roll. Tyler Kolek feeds it over to his teammate who flushes it home with a two-handed jam. Marquette leads by 5. Yes, I think UConn's going to blow out Northwestern today. Northwestern's in the bottom 10 in the nation in rebounds per game for them. So I think that's going to be quite a big blowout there. UConn's hanging up a 14. Yeah, wouldn't be shocked if it's more like a 20 point win that they have for UConn there. And that one, as Marquette came up with a steal, they took it a distance for 2. 16-9 to score. Colorado with a possession. Hadley sends it off to the left wing into the hands to De Silva. De Silva dribbles towards his right now, top of the key. De Silva now to the elbow. De Silva, 10 on the shot clock, brings along a double team. De Silva gets it along to the wing, catch and fire 3. Colorado, they're bricking threes right now off the back from no good. This is an early start time for Colorado. Playing on Mountain time right now, so 12:22 on the East Coast. 10:22 in the morning. Colorado time, pass deflected out of bounds. Gonna stay Marquette ball. So they haven't woken up yet. They're top 10 in the nation in three-point shooting, Marquette. Their issue for Marquette this year has actually been they're 300 in the nation in three-point makes allowed to opponents. That's like the only struggling part for Marquette this year, is that they have a really solid offense. Their defense has stepped up big time recently. They're top 30 in the nation in assists and steals per game this season. Good efficiency as well for Marquette. Right there, Kolek with a left hand, scoop score up in and off the glass for 2. Colorado, excellent efficiency as a team this year. Top 10 in field goal shooting percentage, 6th in the nation in three-point shooting, but yet to find their stroke in these shots so far. They're going away from the bucket. They're taking a lot of deep 2s or 3s, and they're breaking them. Hadley, bounce pass off to the top, into the hands to Simpson. Simpson drives inside the low block. Simpson, up fake, bounce pass, goes into the hands to Lampkin. Lampkin with a hook, he puts it through. It's a matchup issue right now. Eddie Lampkin, the big boy, just keep on feeding him inside the low post. There's a turnover by Marquette. The pass floated inside the key. Colorado has a couple open guys in the perimeter. And there's one of them who jacks up a 3. No good off the back rim, missed by O'Brien. Rebound secure by Marquette. Marquette's going to slow down the pace. 12:15 left to go. Marquette's made their last 3 shots from the floor. Kolek, top of the key. Kick out, right corner. Into the hands here of Jones at the right wing. Jones, right baseline dribble. Jones inside with the left hand. He's got it. Going the back door. Scores the layup. Nifty move right there by Cam Jones. We're under 12 left to go before halftime. 28 in the opening round against Western Kentucky on 10 for 16 shooting. Top of the free throw circle, Lampkin. Lampkin towards his left, guarded by Iguodaro. His pass pinwheels around, get intercepted by Marquette. Bad decision by Lampkin. Here goes Marquette, pushing the tempo in transition. And they score with Chase Ross with a layup. 22-11. Timeout on the floor taken by Colorado. What a start here for Marquette in this game. Colorado didn't wake up for this matchup here. Marquette, they are looking to get back to the second weekend for such a long time under head coach Shaka Smart. It's been 13 years since he's led a team to weekend number 2. Jason, what's good? Welcome in, man. Yeah, so what I'm hearing, it's unfortunate. Unbelievable. So some of these guys from like ESPN that's defending Coach Cal that say that no, he's not going to get fired whatsoever, like Seth Greenberg for ESPN. Like, these guys are defending Coach Cal, saying that he'll never get fired. That it's just ridiculous. Like, you can't be losing to mid-majors once every other year. 22-11 right now, 11:36 left to go. Marquette looking for redemption this season for them, and they had a solid year for them. A couple times it seemed like things weren't going so well, but able to turn it around. They had a late season surge. They did lose Kolek for the late stretch of the season, but without him, they were still able to win the games that they needed to win for Marquette. And these guys are just playing half asleep, it looks like, for Colorado right now. 4 total turnovers. 7 out of the 11 points from Eddie Lampkin currently. I saw a graphic there. The highest paid coaches in college basketball, most of those coaches either missed the tournament or got bounced out in the first round. Like, a lot of those coaches that's up there. Oh yeah, I over on the link I created a second chance bracket. So if anybody's interested, feel free to join the bracket challenge for the second chance bracket. If anybody's interested, you guys are all welcome to join that as well. Yeah, so here's the top 10 paid coaches. Okay, so this is by breakdown by year, I guess, according to BetMGM 23-24 yearly. Bill Self, and then Coach Cal, Tom Izzo, Bruce Pearl. So that's the top 4 coaches are out of the tournament right there. Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan State, Auburn. Rick Barnes at 5th from Tennessee, Sweet 16. Scott Drew plays later today for Baylor. Dan Hurley at UConn, later today against Northwestern. Illinois, Sweet 16 with Brad Underwood. Kelvin Sampson at Houston plays later today, same as Nate Oates in Alabama. The top 4 paid head coaches, yearly salary, Bill Self racking in $9.6 million, Coach Cal $8.5 million, Izzo over $6 million, Bruce Pearl over $5.7 million. Those 4 coaches, top 4 paid in college basketball, all got bounced out. So here we go, back to action, Colorado with the inbounds. I saw this morning that the head coach for Washington State, he's thinking about coaching for Stanford. That Stanford's trying to see if he can get him to be the head coach. That makes 0 sense right there. Actually, Washington State's going to be in a different conference, so maybe so, because this is the last year for the Pac-12 since Stanford isn't playing Washington State anymore in conference games. Colorado scores the bucket down low, but still, I mean, I didn't think it was that big of a jump between Washington State and Stanford in terms of their basketball program. Stanford's been horrific, like, for the last decade or so. Corner 3 grazed off the side of the glass, missed by Marquette. Colorado with an opportunity right now. They pass down low underneath off the double clutch, and O'Brien gets fouled. So he'll have 2 coming up at the free throw line. Yes, I think so. I think Grand Canyon has a good chance to run with Alabama in that game. Grand Canyon is top 5 in the nation in free throw shooting attempts and makes per game. They're top 45 in free throw percentage this season for Grand Canyon. All they what they do is drive and attack the defense. And Alabama's interior defense has been horrific this year for them. So I think Grand Canyon's got a good chance in that game later today to stay with Alabama. I actually took Grand Canyon in my brackets to the Sweet 16. Before the tournament, Alabama was looking real off for them. They won against Arkansas in overtime. They lost against Florida. Both of the games they gave up over 100 to Florida. They get crushed by Kentucky. And this Grand Canyon team, based on the looks of against St. Mary's that I watched that game, they're physical. That Grand Canyon team, they fly all over the place. They are physical. And they fly to come up with blocks. Those guys play hard. That should be a good game later today. Like, Alabama's going to have to come up with a defensive game plan going up against Grand Canyon on a day of rest, which the tough part about that is that you're not going to find too much film of these smaller schools. If you're facing these teams in a one-day rest in the tournament and they're like a smaller conference school, then you're not going to find much film about them because there's not really like much highlights out there about like whack basketball. Like these smaller conferences for basketball, like you're not going to find as much film compared to like everything's all over the internet for like SEC, Big 10, Big 12, Big East basketball. Yeah, Alabama lost they lost to Florida in the tournament. They gave up over 100 to Florida in the tournament. The one that's going to be really interesting is James Madison against Duke. James Madison, they have vibes that they could be this year's Florida Atlantic for them. They already beat a team from Madison, Wisconsin, and now they're going to see if they could beat a team with the Duke Blue Devils. Just so fitting for the James Madison Dukes. Yeah, I like James Madison too. I took Duke in my bracket to win that game, but I think James Madison has a realistic chance, honestly, because this Duke team's played down this year for them. Like, they're giving me, like, Florida Atlantic type vibes of last year. Yale. Yeah, San Diego State, I wouldn't even count out Yale, too. I think that's going to be a close game. San Diego State barely scraped by UAB. And UAB, I was not high on whatsoever. I thought San Diego State would handle that team rather easily, and they only won by 4. That's quite concerning there. That might set up, potentially, if Yale pulls off the upset in that game today, that would set up Yale versus UConn, assuming UConn gets past Northwestern. That would be in the TD Garden in Boston. So Yale versus UConn in the Sweet 16 if that does happen. Frito's here at the line. First one is good by Colorado. Second Frito's good. I just haven't been high on San Diego State this season. They've struggled on the road, too, for them. Kolek at the top of the key. Sends it off to a Ben and Gold, number 12. Outside, it goes back to Jones, and Colorado picks up reach and fall, so that's their first of the game now. Two by Marquette, one by Colorado. Kolek underneath will be the inbound passer. Kolek sends it off to the far side of the floor, all the way to the backcourt, though. Able to pick it up was Marquette, though, with David Joplin. Joplin hands it off to Jones. Jones with the shot clock down to 8. Jones crossover at the top of the key. Bounce pass goes to Kolek. Shot clock down to 4. Kolek at the top here. Has to launch. 2 in the shot clock. Kolek shovels over to the wing. Here's a 3. Oh, they hit it as the shot clock expires. Cam Jones at the wing on a follow-away. Delivers. That's massive there in that shot. Able to hoist up and use the entire shot clock. Yes, indeed. He got it off with .2. Cam Jones. Big time 3. Kolek able to go with a shovel pass off to him. Yeah, that's off. Splash. They almost had a game winner against Villanova in the Big East tournament. They used the entire clock, but they were .1 behind, as it was still off the fingertips when the shot clock expired. It was a beautifully drawn up play, though. 10-point lead now for Marquette. Cam Jones is 10 out of the 25. Top of the key with Ben Dak. First time on the floor, 6'9", big man from Lincoln, Nebraska. Simpson slides it off to the left corner. Williams moves it across the floor off to O'Brien. O'Brien dribbles inside the key. His pass deflected. Tipped down the far side of the floor. It goes out of bounds. Touched by Marquette, though. It was off of Joplin. This will be 5 in the shot clock here for Colorado. Yeah, this is a good matchup here for Marquette if they want to make it to the Sweet 16, because Colorado's got no second weekend NCAA tournament experience for them under their head coach. They have failed to make it every single year. Colorado just bricked the 3 off the glass. They came up with a rebound, though. Luke O'Brien sends it outside to Simpson. Simpson passes out to his left to Hadley. Colorado, tough game from 3. 0 for 6 from the perimeter. They came into the game 6th in the nation. And perimeter shooting. Kick out corner. Wide open 3. Oh, they hit one. Luke O'Brien buries the triple. That was a great no-look pass. Marquette by 7 with possession. Cam Jones sends it over to Iguodaro. Iguodaro backs his way now to the left elbow. Oso working a one-on-one down inside the key with a hook shot over Dak, and he converts on it. Nice patient possession right there by Oso. Simpson sends it off outside. O'Brien dribbles up to the mid-block. O'Brien backs his way inside the key. Bounce pass, drops it off inside, down low. No good. Couldn't convert on the shot. Too strong off the glass. Missed by Colorado. Here goes Marquette looking to run with it. They'll take a three in transition. Rattles in. Cam Jones, trifecta from downtown. He is feeling it from the floor right now. Jones with 13 out of the 30. Third made three the game in the first half for Jones. Colorado with the ball, down by 12. Top of the key, it is Hadley. Sends it off to Simpson at the right wing. Simpson towards his left, crossover. Simpson drives, inside runner. Got it a drop, good for two by KJ Simpson. Simpson, the number 2 scorer this season in the Pac-12, averaging 19.8 points per game this season. And Marquette missing the mark in the pass as it was well wide. Iguodaro commits a turnover. Oh, wow. So, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Lancaster County, not Lincoln County. Excellent start here from Marquette, leading by 10. Colorado needing to get some shots to get back into this game. Both teams with 4 turnovers so far. Colorado just 1 for 7 from 3. KJ Simpson passes off the roll down. Hadley, kick out, corner. Here's a 3. No good. They bricked another one. Tipped up to the perimeter. Tipped out of bounds off of Colorado. These shots just aren't going down today. Marquette with their interior defense, it's been excellent. They're forcing these guys to get out to the perimeter, and they're missing right now. So we're under 8 minutes left to go. We take the timeout on the floor. 30-20, Marquette with a 10-point advantage. Hey, what's good? Boston Sports, welcome in. Wow, that's awesome, man. So, BU versus BU. That should have been fun yesterday. Or, BU versus BC yesterday for hockey right there, yeah. 2 powerhouses for college hockey. I've actually never been up to Agganis to catch a hockey game before, but definitely would love to go up there sometime. Cam Jones is 13. He has taken over the game. He's the top scorer. 5 points by David Joplin, 4 each between Kolek and Iguodaro. Kolek's got 4 assists so far. And then 7 between Eddie Lampkin Jr. and then Luke O'Brien. They're struggling right now. Just haven't been able to find a rhythm. Simpson is 1 for 5, 0 for 3 by 3 from 3 for Simpson. These guys are bricking threes. Like they're taking tough ones too. They're leaving these threes off at the corner, and Marquette with a great defensive game plan, making sure that Colorado's taking these corner threes and they're missing. Like Colorado hasn't been getting good quality looks. Like you would think that they'd be taking the 3 on top or at the wing, but no, they're forced out to the corner and bricking them off the back rim. Oh, wow, TD Garden. So they had the game last night. Wow, that's awesome, man. The person in front of you got socked by a beer. Yeah, never fails. Never fails up in Boston. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams. Just getting started right now with this one today. The first out of 3 today for streams. Duke versus James Madison a little bit later today. Colorado has to figure it out right now. 4 turnovers, missing 7 threes so far. Marquette's shooting lights out, 13 for 18 from the floor. They've done a great job getting into transition offense, pushing it up, and Colorado has had a difficult chance getting back into transition defense. We come back from the timeout right now. Marquette by 10 with the basketball, top of the key. Iguodaro dribbles towards his left, hands off to Jones. Jones defended by Lampkin around the perimeter. Jones towards his right, turns the corner, drives on Lampkin, swings it on top over to Ross. Chase Ross drives straight away, floats up the runner, bounces in. They are 14 for 19 right now from the floor for Marquette. Colorado searching for answers. 20 to 14 points in the paint in favor of the Golden Eagles. Simpson, top of the key. Simpson slides it off to the wing into the hands of De Silva. They move it across the floor. Outside goes back to Simpson. Simpson, 10 on the shot clock. Simpson dribbles up, drives, double team, fall away, shot, mid-range, converts on it. Good turnaround right there with a mid-range by KJ Simpson. Kolek floats the pass underneath Iguodaro, swings it out to the corner, Butterfingers off the hands of Jones. That's a turnover. And now Colorado with the possession as we have a loose ball foul picked up too. Charge to Marquette in transition here. So that's number 3 as a team now for Marquette. Won by Colorado. Cam Jones will substitute out. And if you're Colorado right now, Cam Jones has dropped down 13 on you. This is a chance to make a little bit of a run with Cam Jones heading towards the bench here currently. So Jones picked up his second personal foul out in transition. Lob down low off the entry pass goes to Lampkin. Lampkin scores with a bucket. 8-point game right now. Opportunity with Jones on the bench to make a run. Lampkin's got 9 out of the 24. Perfect 4 for 4 for the Buffs. Kolek has it at the right wing perimeter. Dribbles up, drives inside with a left hand pass. Lampkin drops it into the bucket for 2. 34-24 Marquette. Always seeming to find an answer, just getting the angle going downhill to the rim. Simpson sends it on top off to Hadley. Hadley guarded by Kolek, top of the key. Hadley looking to pass it off, 10 in the shot clock. We're down to 6 minutes left to go before halftime. Fast-paced game so far in terms of clock. De Silva drives inside the key. De Silva floats up the runner off the back rim, no good. Missed off the mark. Kolek, great save as he goes right into his bench. Saves it though. In the court of plays, he came up with a board as it goes back to Marquette. Kolek takes it up the floor. Kolek, shake and bake at the right wing, bounce pass, and that got deflected. It's a turnover. Colorado pushing tempo up the floor here. Kick out, corner, transition 3, swoosh. KJ Simpson buries the 3. 7-point game now. 5.5 left to go before halftime. Marquette shockingly has 6 total turnovers, just 4 by Colorado. It's Marquette who is averaging around 9 turnovers per game, top 30 in the nation in fewest turnovers. Colorado's averaging 3 more, around 12. Iguodaro backs his way to the left elbow. Handoff goes to Kolek and out of bounds, deflected by Simpson. Simpson wanted a challenge there, not going to get it though. This is going to stay Marquette ball. Tyler Kolek from Cumberland, Rhode Island, not too far away from I am. That's like a half an hour away. And I actually announced for UMass Dartmouth doing a lot of their basketball games this year. His father played for UMass Dartmouth back in the 1980s for Tyler Kolek's dad. A lot of people that I know actually know his family too. Kolek gets the inbound, moves on top, up fake. They dribble up straight away, kick out to the corner, wide open 3, and that's good. Big time miscommunication right there by Colorado's defense. They crammed the paint and David Joplin was completely open at the right corner. Colorado again down by 10. Blow by downhill to the rim. Not going to count it though. With a foul here away from the basketball. And Colorado did not come ready to play this game. You got 5 dudes swarming the paint. Nobody out on the perimeter. You got a wide open David Joplin on the perimeter. Like, how can you not see that if you're Colorado? Lampkin, who's been the key for Colorado, has to take a seat on the bench right now. Colorado with 1 foul. Marquette's got 4. Colorado gets the inbound. Here's a 3 hoisted up by Colorado. They sink it. They're lucky that some of these 3s are starting to drop lately. 7-point game once again. 37-30 with 4.5 minutes left. Kolek at the left wing perimeter. Kolek moves it out to the corner. Ben Gold attacks downhill. Got swung around by O'Brien. That's a foul. So he'll have 2 coming up. Jamie, welcome back in. Yeah, that's right. So Marquette became a Big East member back in 05-06. DePaul came to the Big East around that time, and Creighton came later, I believe, because I think they were in the Missouri Valley for a while in the 2000s. 2 shots here at the line. Ben Gold missed the first one. Second free throw, no good. Bricked them both. Rebound secured by the Buffs here. Colorado's made their last 4 out of 5 attempts, and they get called in the offensive foul. When they've had some momentum in this game, they've let it get just taken completely away. Bad shove up the floor transition, charge to De Silva as he pushes off. Yeah, no need to even do that. Just pushed off with a left elbow off Joplin. Good sell job right there by Joplin. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. Marquette just keeps on shutting the doors so far in this game. 37-30 right now. They slow down tempo, just about 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Cam Jones back on the floor with 2 personal fouls. Left baseline dribble Stevie Mitchell. Mitchell circles around the paint, passes out to the top of the key. They'll take a 3 straight away. That is way short. Out of bounds, and Colorado will have the ball. That's like the first poor quality look that they've had today. I think it was, Joplin who took the 3. That was well short. Didn't have like any lift on that shot whatsoever. 37-30. We take the timeout right now, under 4 left to play before half. Quick moving game here. It's Marquette 37, Colorado 30. Yeah, this game's flown by. Barely any fouls. I actually like the pace of this. That stream that they covered, the Alabama-Charleston stream, lasted over 3 hours the other night. There were like 40 combined fouls. This one, Colorado's picked up 3. Marquette's picked up 4. Marquette's shooting a blazing 73% from the floor right now. They're 16 for 22. This is stunning for Colorado. Like, you got Eddie Lampkin down low. I know they've been having a lot of interior issues this season for them. They're in the 200s and 2-point defense this season, but still, they're getting shredded inside the low post. Like, Marquette's finding their way. They're finding gaps in the defense off dribble drive penetration. And they're not going, like, straight line at them. They're taking it at like, an angle to the rim and getting past these guys to the rim. Like, this is just a bad defensive display by the Buffs here. Colorado, they're hanging on to this game. They were down early. They just haven't been able to mount any sort of comeback rhythm. If they can get it to 5, it definitely gives them some momentum going into halftime, because they've never been able to reach that mark that they've trailed by 5 points in a while. For them, it's always been like 10 points or 7 points. Largest deficit was 12 at one point. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Also, I posted in the link in the chat. Feel free to join in if anybody is interested there. Feel free to join in on the Second Chance Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group if you guys are interested. That link is posted out there. All are welcome to fill out a Second Chance bracket if you guys would like. Yes, so they still have the NIT tournament. Under 4 left to go before halftime. Cam Jones back on the bench. He's got 13 for Marquette out of the 37 so far. We come back from the timeout in Colorado. Going to see if they can try to cut the deficit right now. Inside the key, slicing defenders. They do. Taking it right to the rim. Cody Williams off the spin. It's a 5-point game right now. There's some momentum. Kolek inside. Kolek to the rim. Gets the layup. Just a lack of discipline by Colorado after they score a bucket, getting back in transition defense. They just can never get their defense set properly inside. Colorado with the ball. Simpson at the left wing. Sends it out on top to Da Silva. Tristan Da Silva. Down to 12 in the shot clock. Da Silva being pressured. Loose ball. Mitchell tries to come up with a steal but can't. Over to Hadley. Sends it out to the right wing. Simpson launches from deep. Missed off the front rim. Here goes Kolek looking to run with it. Kolek out of the pack. Passes off to his teammate downhill. And Mitchell gets fouled. Bodies colliding. It's charged to Simpson on the shooting foul. Yeah, we see the replay. Colorado getting the layup. And then Kolek just turning the corner. Dribbles right past Simpson. This will be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Stevie Mitchell. He had 16 in the opening round against Western Kentucky. First free throw missed off the rim short. A lot of free throw miscues so far by Marquette, just not looking like themselves at the free throw line. Marquette is now 0 for 3 at the free throw line. Colorado's perfect at the line, 3 for 3. Ben Gold missed his first 2 shots in the line, and then Mitchell just missed the last one. Mitchell, free throw number 2, got it. So finally, they make a free throw. 8-point lead, just above 3 minutes left to go before half. Colorado has possession. Simpson at the right wing, hands it off to Williams. Williams dribbles up to the free throw circle inside a key jumper. 13-footer connects on it. We get a 6-point game right now. Cody Williams just looking to step faster than a lot of these guys on the floor currently. And he's been off and on the floor this season battling injury. Joplin at the right wing, gives it off to Iguodaro, draws a double team, outside goes to Kolek, 15 on the shot clock, Kolek inside, sends it off to Joplin at the wing, Joplin takes it inside the key, Joplin underneath, work it on to Silva, no good, there's Lampkin, who crashes the glass, comes out with a defensive rebound, the Buffs here down by 6, pull up J, transition, no good, that's a bad quality. Not a quality look right there in transition. Touch nobody's hands. And there goes Marquette slicing defenders. Punching it down with a right-handed flush by Chase Ross. 42-34. That's a difference maker between a 3-point game and now an 8-point game because the missed transition 3 by Colorado and then once again a failure to get back in transition defense burned them that time. Blocked out of bounds as Cody Williams got the shot swatted. It will stay Colorado ball. What's good, Donovan McCrabb? Welcome back in, man. That is too easy. Kolek sees Chase Ross cutting to the hoop, slices 2 Colorado defenders in the process, and punches it down with a right-handed jam. Head full of steam receiving the pass. Inbound here for the Buffs. Lampkin, top of the free throw circle. Lampkin looking to pass it off. Shot clock's down to 6. Got to get off something. Drop down pass. Intercepted by Marquette. Terrible decision right there by Eddie Lampkin. Here goes Marquette slowing it down in the process. They have an open Mitchell down low. Bounce pass behind his back. It results in a turnover. Da Silva lucky to come back there. Swoop it up with a loose ball. Da Silva up the floor. Sends it off to a Hadley at the left wing. Hadley guarded one-on-one crossover, working on Joplin. Free throw circle, Hadley lob down low and got taken away. Lampkin turned it over once again, couldn't squeeze it. Marquette with another steal. Back-to-back turnovers by Colorado. Kick out, quarter, baseline dribble outside. It goes to Kolek. Kolek slides it out to the wing. Dribble, drive, inside the paint, no good. Missed by Chase Ross, deflected out of bounds. It goes off of Colorado. That was off of Da Silva. It will be Marquette basketball. This is getting ugly right now for Colorado. I mean, way too many turnovers. They average around 12 turnovers per game, bottom 100 in the nation. Got a substitution here on the floor. Marquette will have a player check out with number 4, Stevie Mitchell. Lob goes to Kolek. Bounce pass right wing. Cam Jones laces up a 3. He delivers. Cam Jones, bang, bang, the player of the game today. Final 48 seconds left to go before halftime here. For some reason, when my clock goes to 59, it just stops. There we go, 40. Yep, winner of this game will take on NC State and DJ Burns. That would be a matchup there with the two big men, but Colorado's going to have to earn it if Eddie Lampkin wants an opportunity against DJ Burns. Right now, not looking so hot. 11 seconds on the differential, or 11-point differential here, as we're down to 20 seconds left to go remaining, and Marquette just came up with a rebound. Shot clock turned off to 0. Kolek. 10 seconds left to go before halftime. Puts the ball into the hands to Jones. Jones at the right wing perimeter. One-on-one defended by Hadley. Jones, step back three in the air. Cam Jones came up short as it goes around, and Colorado picked up the rebound as the buzzer sounded. We close out going to halftime. 45-34. Marquette leading by 11 in the first half of action, looking to make it to the second weekend for the first time under Shaka Smart as a head coach. Shaka Smart's second weekend since 2011 they're looking for, when he had that fantastic run at VCU. He's come up short 9 straight times afterward, looking for time number 10 to be the charm, and a great start here for the Golden Eagles. 68% by Marquette in the first half shooting. That's the second highest percentage in a single half by any team in the tournament. Cam Jones lights out so far, the player of the game in the first half. They got guys who can knock down shots. The degree of difficulty on these shots, too. Cam Jones has 16 right now. That's on 6 for 9 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3-point range. He is the star of this game for Marquette. He's made more threes individually that Colorado has made as a team. Colorado's just 3 for 13 from 3 right now. 6 for 13 by Marquette. These turnovers haunting Colorado. Both teams got 7, but it seems like whenever they've had momentum for Colorado to come on back in this game, they just struggle keeping the ball out in front. Lampkin's got 9, but you got to have a guard who can take over games in March. That's been an issue today with his backcourt for Colorado, combining to shoot 3 for 11 right now between Hadley, O'Brien, and Simpson, the 3 starting guards in the first half. 7 each between O'Brien and Simpson. Hadley's got 3. Simpson's averaging over 19, and he's only been limited to 7 in the first half. He's had a cold game for him. 3 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 5 from 3. They're just not taking good quality possessions, like any like quality looks. They're just not taking those shots right now for Colorado. They got to settle down with the basketball and move it around much better and get higher quality looks, and that's not been the case. This Marquette squad, they're looking for those quality looks, and they're a really good pick and roll offense type of team that they can pick you apart. But also they've done a good job hunting down matchups on the perimeter and knocking down those shots so far. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. The first out of 3 that I plan on covering today for streams. I also plan on being back covering James Madison against Duke later today, so feel free to stop on board for that stream if you guys would like, around 5:15 p.m. And then Houston against Texas A&M a little bit later tonight as well. That should be a good one. And the winner of this game will face NC State in the Sweet 16. Hey, what's good? Bryce in the stream. Welcome in, man. Marquette is flying high in this game. 13 for 15 from 2 right now for Marquette in the first half. Cam Jones been the MVP of half number 1. It's a lot of easy buckets for Marquette. Jones is letting it fly from the perimeter. Kolek is attacking, getting to the rim. I mean, it's just too easy. There's been zero physicality displayed by Colorado inside their interior. They've got all the talent in the world. It's just not meshing well in terms of this interior defense for Colorado. Yeah, that's going to be a blast right there. James Madison against Duke. I remember 5 years ago, Zion against Taco in the second round. That would be one of the best streams I've ever covered for like an individual college basketball game. I think it's going to have potential to be like that later today. That James Madison team, like they got over 30 wins this season for a reason. Like they could very well be this year's Florida Atlantic, but going to have to get past the Blue Blood and Duke. Duke's had kind of like a down year. They've hidden in the radar though for them. They've lost to Arizona. That was at Cameron Indoor in November. They lost against Arizona, got swept against UNC. So something just isn't there this season for Duke in terms of like a second gear for them that they need to take it up a notch because they decided to run it back with Kyle Filipowski. But in games against teams that have just looked stronger against them, the issue has been that Duke has appeared to be soft in those games, and they've got out-hustled and outplayed, and the other team comes out to be the more physical team, punching Duke in the mouth in those games. That's what happened last year when Duke got eliminated in the second round. They came out soft, and they got punched in the mouth against a physical Tennessee team, and that cannot happen today in this game against James Madison. That James Madison team is super fast, lightning quick team, and they shredded Wisconsin because Wisconsin is always like one of those teams that gets a better seed, slower tempo offense, known for their defense, but very, very unathletic for players that get recruited at Wisconsin. They have very few gems that come out of there for Wisconsin. Johnny Davis, like they're lucky that they had Johnny Davis on that team, or they would have lost to Colgate 2 years ago in the tournament. Like they were about to lose to Colgate, and he just individually just led his team to victory in the final 5 minutes. Yeah, unbelievable game. UCF had a chance to win, and they missed the putback and the buzzer. Yep, 32-3 James Madison. When I covered them for that conference tournament championship game, they were hitting tough shots after tough shots. And they're a deep team. They got guys that can knock down shots from the bench. Yeah, that should be a really good game too. Alabama going up against Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon's got some athletes in that team. Yup, instant classic. Zion against Taco. Duke's route in that tournament, that was crazy. What Duke had, the second round against Taco, and then that Sweet 16 matchup that they won. It was the same thing as UCF lost at the buzzer, and then the game against Virginia Tech in the Sweet 16. Virginia Tech had a chance for a putback, and they missed it too. So Duke went on to the Elite Eight with 2 wins by missed opportunities by their opponent, and then they faced Michigan State, and Michigan State beat them in that game. That was just an incredible game too, that Elite Eight game. Hey, what's good? LFG in the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, Marquette's dominating right now. Like Colorado just not looking good at all. Colorado's bricking shots, taking a lot of tough looks from the floor. And the big thing about it is the interior defense has been horrific for Colorado. Marquette shooting 72% from two, right? There's 72% from the floor almost in this game for the most part. They're up to 68% at halftime, 19 for 28. They're 13 for 15 from two in this game. Like Colorado's interior defense just cannot get these guys off simple dribble drive penetration. Like, they're blowing right past them to the rim. Yeah, you could always like feel those instant classic games too, because it's always like back and forth throughout like the entire game. Utah State's looking to pull off a big upset later today. They take on Purdue. That's at 2:40. I'll be back covering James Madison versus Duke around 5:15. Should be a good battle right there. There's other games today, like Clemson versus Baylor at 6:10. That's going to be a bunch of points in it. I don't know why the over-under is at 144 for that game between Clemson versus Baylor. Huh. That seems low, considering Grand Canyon, Alabama's at 169.5. What's that? 144.5 divided by 2. That's only 72. That's just above 72 points split between those two teams. Yeah, I think that's going significantly over for that game today between Clemson versus Baylor. Clemson got shredded. They allowed over 70 against BC in their conference tournament. They crushed New Mexico in the first round. Baylor put up a 90 spot against Colgate in the opening rounds. That's shocking that if that half of that's only 72. Like that should go well over the 144 to half there for Clemson versus Baylor. Yep, yeah, they barely scraped by UCF with Taco and that Virginia Tech. Basically, like the same case for two putback chances, and both of them missed it. That was, oh man, what a starting lineup that both of those teams had. I'm a Celtics fan. Celtics got Xavier Tillman at the trade deadline. He was part of that Michigan State team. Cassius Winston, Nick Ward was on that team. Matt McQuaid, what a throwback. Remember, he used to hit 3 after 3. Yeah, I like the guards of Baylor for today's game. Clemson relies more on like their front court guys. PJ Hall's the top scorer for Clemson. Right now we're just at halftime. Thanks all for joining in and being a part here in the stream. We'll get back in the second half in a little bit from now. The first out of 3 streams for today, I'll be back covering Duke against James Madison at around 5:15 later today. And then around 8:40 will be a good one. Texas A&M against Houston. Both of those schools are separated by 100 miles. Yeah, I legit, forgot that he was there, and then, came up in my mind just a couple minutes ago. Yeah, absolute legend for, Michigan State with Cassius Winston. I think it was, going into, it was a stat that ever since he graduated from the program, Michigan State was, I think, very close to 500 in conference play after the years after he graduated from the program. Just super inconsistent these past couple of years after he left. Yeah, the Final Four run that they had in 2019, they were down against Bradley in that first round game, and they came out after the timeout huddle, and he was able to lead his team and to get them back in the game, because if they didn't have Cassius Winston, then they would have lost that game against Bradley. Alright, second half's going to begin real soon. Marquette dominant so far in this game, shooting the ball lights out. Cam Jones, the top scorer, he's got 16. He has made more threes himself than Colorado has as a team. Jones is 6 for 9 from the floor, 4 for 7 from 3. 16 points by Jones for Marquette. Colorado shooting just 3 for 13 from 3. They came into the game as the number 6 three-point shooting team percentage-wise in the nation, but they don't attempt many threes. Marquette's been able to just crowd the paint and make sure that they keep on kicking it back outside instead of going inside the low post a bunch of times. Great game plan for Marquette, forcing these guys out to the corner to jack up threes, and Marquette is their defense has forced Colorado to do that, and Colorado is bought into that by Marquette's defense, and they keep on missing those tough shots. Nobody's really been able to take over for Colorado either. Eddie Lampkin has 9 points right now. 7 each between O'Brien and Simpson currently. But nobody's really been able to take over. And when they've had an opportunity to come on back in this game, it's just these turnovers have crushed them. They gut it down to 5, and then just careless mistakes. 2 turnovers in a row, and then they struggle to get back in transition defense, and they give up an easy layup. That's how the game's been. Like Marquette's only missed two 2-point shots this entire game there. I believe it's 13 for 15 right now from 2 that they're shooting total. Yeah, Clemson, leading up to the tournament, they really have been off. They get shredded by BC. The Mountain West, man, just another struggle for the Mountain West this year. Like that was unfortunate with New Mexico. I was high in New Mexico beating Clemson, and that certainly didn't happen. I thought New Mexico was gonna catch fire. They won the Mountain West tournament. Things were looking real well for them, and then they just did not show up against Clemson. Baylor's got some really, really good guards for them too. Like, a couple of those guys are first-year guys, but they've matured throughout the course of the year. A couple of those players are 5-stars too that they have. Hey, what's good? Ward on the stream. Welcome in. Major difference between field goal shooting percentage. 68% by Marquette, 47% by Colorado. And Colorado's defense has to do a much better job in this game, locking down the interior, but also keying up on the guys that they're defending. They've left open players from Marquette out on the perimeter as well. There was a possession that they had 5 guys standing in the paint, and Marquette kicked it out to a wide open shooter in the corner that knocked down the 3. And this has been a tough one so far here for Colorado. Yeah, I actually thought it would be Florida for this one, honestly. And Florida, unfortunately, in my bracket did not go so well here. I would have probably had Marquette too to win this one. Just so many times they need to get over the hump, and this year for Marquette, I think they have an opportunity to do it. Looking good so far, 45-34. The Big East definitely has good chance to go out here and prove themselves. Creighton with an overtime victory last night against Oregon. Dump off down to Lampkin as we begin the second half. Lampkin missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound went back to Colorado. Over to Lampkin. Once again, he scores up and in off the glass for 2. So really needed that for Colorado to get themselves back winning 9. Lampkin's got 11. First player to double figures for the Buffs now. Around the perimeter. Kolek has it, and that's going to be a reach and foul picked up by Colorado, which charged to Simpson on the foul. So that's going to be Simpson's first today. Kolek gets the inbound. Kolek kick out to the corner. Jones up fake. Jones, corner 3. No good off the mark. And the rebound secured by the Buffs as they got contacted as well. It's going to be charged to Stevie Mitchell, picking up the loose ball foul on the floor for Marquette. And that's now 1 each for a personal foul. Out of the pack, Simpson came down with it. Came crashing hard right into Mitchell. Simpson, a little bit of pain too. Right there. Wow, 1983. Yeah, I was born in 95, so, wow. Back in the days without the three-point line yet. Colorado with a possession. Looking to cut this down. Lampkin has it now at the low block. Swings it out top of the key to Silva. Gets it away. Simpson. Bounce pass to O'Brien. O'Brien passes off to the trailer. To the hoop right there. They lay it up and in. Tristan da Silva soars up to the rim. Scores the layup. Good start here for the Buffs. They get it winning 7. Kolek has it at the right quarter. Kolek. Right wing. Right baseline dribble for him. He goes backdoor to the rim. Scores the layup. That's been an issue today for Colorado. Their interior defense. Tyler Kolek double figures. He is perfect as well for the floor. 5 for 5. Buffs with a possession. Top of the key here with Simpson. Simpson moves it off to Da Silva. Takes the 3. Nothing but net delivers. Tristan da Silva splashes home a big-time triple. 6-point game. Colorado coming out, making their shots here in half two. Kolek pass off the roll down and rejected from the back. That's going to be a block here off the glass. Here goes Colorado looking to run with a transition three. Oh, they hit another one. KJ Simpson out on the fast break, sizzles down a triple, and it's a 3-point game. Timeout by Marquette. They actually counted the one before that as a 2 for Marquette before. So 47-44 right now we got on the board instead of 48. 47-44. Timeout here taken on the floor by Shaka Smart. Wow, Colorado comes out and they're burying their shots right now. This looks like a totally different Colorado team. They were just half asleep in the first half, and now they've made 2 straight threes in a row. Wow. Yeah, Tennessee's got a lot of work to do if they want to beat Creighton in the Sweet 16. Based on yesterday's game that I saw, Tennessee just, they were tossing the bricks. And that was real concerning because Texas hasn't been like a super strong defense. They're not like an Iowa State or Houston this year for their defense. So that it's going to be a challenge for Tennessee. Especially if Creighton's on point making their shots in the next game, then Tennessee's going to have a tough time trying to match that. Quick timeout here, burned by Marquette. 18:06 left to go. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel that I cover. KJ Simpson just made the last one from the corner. He's got 10 for Simpson, making his second 3 of the game. He had just 7 at halftime. He averages 19 per game this year for Simpson. Yeah, Nevada was another one too. With Coach Alford, that they choked that game away against Dayton, and then Richard Pitino for New Mexico, the head coach. They just didn't show up that game against Clemson. I don't know what happened right there. So here we go, 3-point game. Marquette has had some issues closing out games this season, allowing teams to creep back in. When I covered that Big East tournament game against Providence, Providence was down by a bunch, and then they came back in the final minute. Marquette was able to shut the door, eventually pick up the victory. But yeah, that was concerning for Marquette right there, allowing PC to get back into the game there if you're Marquette. But Colorado looking like they were half asleep in the first half on Mountain Time. This game tipped off at 10:10 in the morning Mountain Time, 12:10 on the East Coast. And now Colorado is sizzling lately. This is the closest it's been since the first 3 minutes of this game. Handoff to Kolek at the left baseline. Kolek defended by Lampkin, lobs it over to Oso Ighodaro. Ighodaro draws a double team at the low block, moves outside to the wing. Here's a 3 by Marquette, right to the shoot. They got it. Chase Ross buries the 3. It's a 6-point Marquette lead. Colorado with the ball, 5 for 15 from 3 for the Buffs, 7 for 15 for the Golden Eagles. Simpson at the right wing sends it on top to Da Silva. Da Silva towards his right, gives it over to Hadley. Hadley at the right wing perimeter, 12 in the shot clock. Hadley dribbles up now to the elbow, passes outside, top of the key. Da Silva drives inside the paint. Da Silva with an opening, dunks it down with a 2-handed flush. 4-point game currently. A little bit of miscommunication. Who is going to rotate over for Marquette's defense at the rim? Kolek tiptoes the baseline. Off to Ighodaro. Float to the rudder. That's his spot. He banks it. Give him a little bit of space. He's just so good on floaters for Oso. Under 17 left to go. Colorado down by 6, hanging in. Simpson at the right wing, moves on top to Hadley. Hadley guarded by Kolek. The lob goes to Lampkin. Intercepted, bad entry pass Too tall for Lampkin. Marquette comes out with a steal. Kolek attacking outside. Here's a three catch and fire. Marquette bricked off the back rim, missed by Joplin. Rebound secure by Colorado. Buffs with possession. Luke O'Brien has it at the right wing. O'Brien moves it on top over to Simpson. Simpson passes out to the left wing. Hadley lobs it off to Lampkin. Lampkin had it poke loose. Tries to get it back, though, around the perimeter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. So Colorado lucky right there. Lampkin and Colorado going to get it back. 14 on the shot clock. Hadley inbounds it over to Simpson. Simpson dribbles, drives inside, double team. Simpson called in the travel. When they've started to get momentum in this game, it's always those type of plays that wreck them. That's too bad. They're hanging in right now. It's just issues taking care of the basketball and turning them over. It's those plays like that. Marquette at the elbow. Kolek, turnover right there off the fingertips of his teammate, and now attacking downhill to the rim. Floated up the shot, no good. Offensive rebound gets directly back to Hadley. Straightaway three, they got it. Colorado on a laser. It's a three-point game. KJ Simpson buries the triple. Here comes Colorado. Down low, no good off the mark. Rebound secured by Da Silva. Here goes Da Silva with it. 15:45 left to go. Da Silva lob down low. Lampkin with possession. Lampkin had it ripped away out of bounds, stripped off of Iguodala. Under 16 left to go. Colorado getting right back in this one as the 10 seed. The big boy of Eddie Lampkin wants to face the big boy of DJ Burns. In the Sweet 16, they're looking to mount a major comeback against Shaka Smart. 12-point lead by Marquette has evaporated to a one-possession game. We take the timeout with 15:41 left to play. Hanging on right now for the Buffs here. My thing accidentally glitched, so yeah, this happened in the last stream too. I'm going to see if I can restart it for just a moment, so I'm going to close it out, restart it. Good time to do so since we're in a timeout. So if you see this buffer for 5 seconds, no worries. Just going to get the time clock back in, and we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so 52:49. This will stay Colorado basketball coming up on the inbound after the timeouts. If you're new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams. I cover play-by-play basketball action, play-by-play college hoops, March Madness streams, NBA games here on the channel as well. So make sure to keep on tuning in. I'll be back later today covering 2 more streams. Duke against James Madison at around 5:15 Eastern, followed up by Houston against Texas A&M around 8:40. Yep, you got St. John's, Seton Hall, and Providence were snubbed. 3 Big East teams providing a champion last year with UConn got snubbed with 6 Mountain West schools. Utah State, though, in the next game, an opportunity to prove themselves and see if they can upset Purdue. Purdue's coming into that game as an 11.5-point favorites. I feel like Utah State's going to match up well with Purdue, though. They got 2 bigs on that team that's athletic that could give Edey some difficulty. Also this year, like the mid pack of the Big 12 has been down. Like everybody talks about the Big 12 being the best conference in all college basketball. This year, like mid-pack, it was not good. Like there were some serious tiers in that conference that you could tell there were different in those different tiers in the conference. Like Iowa State and Houston directly at the top, and then there was separation between those two and Baylor, and then some massive separation between Baylor and then the rest of the group. Texas Tech, Texas, TCU, Kansas. Some massive separation there. BYU. And all those mid-pack teams that were like in the back half of the top 25 all got bounced out already. So we come back from the timeout here currently. Down by 3 for Colorado. Colorado trailed as many by 12. They made 6 out of their last 7 shots from the floor. Pass got deflected out of bounds, though. Lucky to have this possession back for Colorado as Chase Ross just jumped the route, was about to pick it off, but couldn't stay in bounds with it. Gonzaga becomes the 3rd school in tournament history with 9 straight Sweet 16 appearances. Just a knack to get to the 2nd weekend under head coach Mark Few. Top of the key. Here's a 3 straight away for the tie. Oh, they got it! Bang, bang, straight away at the top of the key. Tristan Da Silva ties up at 52. One of these head coaches is looking to go to the 2nd weekend for the first time in a long time. Shaka Smart has 9 straight exits in the first week of the tournament. Floater inside, good by Iguodaro. That breaks the tie. Marquette leads. 15 more minutes left to go. Tad Boyle has never gone to the Sweet 16 before at Colorado. 14th season, 6th NCAA tournament appearance, 0-2 in the round of 32 games. Bounce pass off the roll down. Lampkin had it off of his fingertips. Got deflected out by Marquette, though. This is going to stay Colorado ball. Yep, Grand Canyon. I feel like that's a bad matchup for Alabama, in my honest opinion. Alabama is top 20 in most personal fouls committed. Grand Canyon is top 5 in free throw attempts per game in the nation. And also they're top 45 in free throw percentage this season. Bang, bang, Colorado drills the 3. It is a triple made by KJ Simpson. They take the lead. 55-54, the first lead today. They trail by 12. Marquette getting sped up with the basketball. Will this be another Shaka Smart choke in the tournament? 9 straight exits in the first weekend. He hasn't gone back to the 2nd weekend since VCU, the Final Four year in 2011. Missed 3 by Marquette. Rebound secure by Colorado. Here goes the Buffs up the floor. The big boys looking to face the big boys. Lampkin looking to face DJ Burns in the Sweet 16, the 10 versus the 11 seed. Top of the key here for Colorado. Down to 12 in the shot clock with KJ Simpson. Simpson at the left wing perimeter. Takes the 3. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound secure by Marquette. Here goes the Golden Eagles under 14 minutes left to go. Oso at the right corner perimeter. Oso backs his way. Bounce pass out to the wing off to Jones. He's been held in check, though, in the second half. Tiptoes the baseline. Oso over to Kolek. Floats up the runner. He scores. It's good for 2 by Kolek. 1 point lead for Marquette. 12 points now for Tyler Kolek. Colorado with a possession. Simpson has it now at the right wing perimeter as he's defended by Ross. Simpson passes on top over to Williams. Williams dribbles towards his left. Oh, he lost the basketball. It's a turnover. Marquette comes out with a steal. Up the floor. Here goes Kolek. Bounce past the trailer. Open 3 in transition. Jones bricked off the back of no good. Tipped over for the offensive rebound. Into the hands to Ross. On the outside, back to Kolek. Kolek here, top of the key, 12 in the shot clock. Approaching 13 minutes left to go in the game clock. Into the hands to Iguodaro. Bounce past Kolek. Kolek dribble drive right down the lane inside. He scores. Up and then off the backboard. Good for 2 by Tyler Kolek. Oh, what a game by him today. 58-55. Kolek's got 14 now with 7 assists on 7 for 9 shooting. Floater inside off the back iron, missed by Colorado. We get a kicked ball on the floor. It's kicked off the shoe of Joplin of Marquette. This will stay Buffs ball. Tyler Kolek trying to lead his team to victory today. Last year, their season ended abruptly against Michigan State in the round of 32. They're looking to make sure they don't choke this one away. Colorado underneath the hoop will get the inbound. 8 for 13 in the second half shooting for the Buffs. 6 for 12 for Marquette. Left baseline dribble with O'Brien. Sends it outside. Hadley into the hands here of Cody Williams. Towards his right around the perimeter. Hand off to Simpson. Simpson lob down to the right block. It goes to Hadley. Hadley brings along a double team. He's got a man open in the corner. Hadley with a hook shot instead. Converts on it. It's a 1-point game now here, folks. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe so you don't miss great content like this throughout the March Madness tournament. Spin move downhill to the rim, and David Joplin scores the layup. 3-point lead again for Marquette. Colorado with a possession. This game started to ramp up here to scoring. Colorado slows down tempo. Tristan Da Silva Into the hands to Simpson at the left wing perimeter. Passes out to the left corner. Hadley dribbles towards his right. Hadley moves it out right corner. Catch and fire. 3. Colorado. No good. Battle for the rebound. Marquette comes down with it. Lampkin couldn't squeeze it. It was Joplin who collected the defensive rebound. Here goes Marquette. Bounce pass off the roll down. Throwing it down with a right-handed hammer. David Joplin off the rooftop. Flushes it home. Tyler Kolek with assist number 8 today. Marquette by 5. Colorado with a possession. Floater inside. Missed off the front rim. And here goes Marquette looking to run with it. They got numbers. 3-on-2 up the floor. And they turn it over down the far side of the court right there. So this will be Colorado basketball with 11:17 left. A numbers break for Marquette too. And they went towards the wrong side of the floor, too much towards the far side, and they lost it out of bounds. Timeout here as we go into media break. Under 12 minutes left to play. Marquette 62, Colorado 57. This will get a massive big ew at the end of this stream if Marquette loses this one. Charles, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in, man. The White Goat on the stream, welcome on board. Tyler Kolek, 12 points. Correction, he's up to 9 assists right now for him. So he's got one more assist before a double-double today for Kolek. 16 by Cam Jones. David Joplin's got 12. 11 by Chase Ross off the bench. Colorado with 3 players in double figures. 16 by KJ Simpson. He's come alive in the second half. He's got now 4 made threes. He scored 9 points already in the second half for Simpson. 12 by De Silva, 11 by Eddie Lampkin. What a game. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams I cover. What a matchup. I mean, Colorado just resilient here, coming out in the second half and knocking down shots. But again, you have to take care of the basketball. They've had an opportunity to take this game away. They took their first lead a couple minutes ago, and that was short-lived because they forgot how to play interior defense, forgetting how to guard the pick and roll. And they're going to burn you every single time with this Marquette offense. David Joplin throwing down a hammer. A lot of explosive plays today in this one. Ten turnovers by Colorado, 9 by Marquette right now for turnovers. It's anybody's game. Colorado's found their stroke from 3. That was not the case in the first half. They went into halftime. They shot 3 for 13 from 3. And now they've made 5 threes in the first 8.5 plus minutes in the second half. They're 8 for 20 now from 3-point range. That number's skyrocketed from the perimeter. They got guys finding their rhythm from the outside and being able to knock down their shots. One of these coaches is going to get over the hump in this game. Shaka Smart's lost 9 straight, failing to get into the second weekend. 9 straight exits in the first weekend for Smart as a head coach. The last time that he went to the Sweet 16 was the Final Four season back in 2011 at VCU. He is 1-3 in second round games, with the only win being 13 years ago at VCU. And then on the other side, Tad Boyle, 14th season as head coach for Colorado, 6th NCAA tournament appearance. He's never led Colorado to the Sweet 16. They're 0-2 their first 2 trips into the Sweet 16, as they are 1-8 all time entering this tournament for their record. Back from the timeout here, lob down low to Colorado, down by 5. They kick it out to the wing. De Silva with a 3, skipped around the rim, and now offensive rebound back to Hadley. Hadley underneath with possession. He scores up and in off the backboard. 3-point game with under 11 minutes left to play. Marquette with a possession. 8-3 offensive rebounds in favor of Colorado right now. Cam Jones been silent in the second half. He's got 16. He was the first half MVP. Spin move to the rim. Drops it in with a left-handed layup. That's a big bucket there for Cam Jones. 64-59. Huge. Jeffrey, welcome back in. Yeah, thanks for joining in, man. If anybody's interested, feel free to join the second Chance Bracket Challenge group. That link is posted in the chat. All are welcome to join in if you guys would like. Cam Jones up to 18 points, just surpassed the season average of 17. Colorado's right there. Got to make more shots, put together stops, and then also take care of the basketball. That's the key. I think it's going to come down to who can take care of the basketball in the final, especially down to the final 5 minutes of this game. Like, who is able to take care of this in crunch time. Wow, what are they looking at right now? Is there a foul on the back end of this play? Let's see here. Spin move by Jones. Jones, was there an elbow? Ooh. De Silva reacted way late. Let's see here. Maybe a better camera angle. Ooh! Cam Jones put it out the elbow to Tristan De Silva. Jones scored a layup, but the officials right now looking at this one at the monitor. So right now, this is under official review. Cam Jones off the drive in the lane. Didn't see it on the first replay. Tough one there, but yeah. Threw out the elbow to the mouth of Tristan De Silva. Cam Jones, as we see the behind Cam, yeah. There's that right elbow as he goes up into the left hand layup motion. Scores the layup. Drew out the right elbow in the process there on De Silva on the mouth. So they're looking at this right now at the monitor. Riley, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, so they're just going to give Colorado the basketball. So they said nothing will warrant that as a flagrant or anything. One personal foul for both of these teams in half two. It really hasn't been that much of a physical game at all. Top of the key. Colorado with a possession with Simpson. Simpson sends it out to O'Brien. Out to the left wing here to Williams. Cody Williams, 10 in the shot clock. Williams drives, kicks out to the corner. O'Brien outside back to Williams, laces up the three. He's got it. Cody Williams, bang, bang, a top 5. Freshman delivers in the triple. 2-point game right now. 10 minutes left to play. Marquette spin move inside off the off fake. They got it blocked. Cody Williams, number 10, making an impact as he stuffed Stevie Mitchell at the rim. Williams sends it on top off to O'Brien. O'Brien at the right wing. Handoff goes to De Silva. De Silva drives, looking for the tie. He's got it. Tristan De Silva to the rim. We get a tie game. 64-64. Shaka Smart's going to get a big ew if Marquette chokes this one away. 9 straight first weekend exits by Smart. Oh, that's a big ew. Marquette, did they turn it over? Yes, they do. It will be possession arrow, Colorado. The Buffs with a basketball, and Colorado, the 10 seed, looking to pull off a stunning upset over Marquette in this matchup. 9:15 left to play. Marquette on a Sunday, the first Sunday in March. Not the second, the first. Looking to get this right this time and not wrong like last year losing to Michigan State on the first Sunday of the tournament in March. Looking to get to the second Sunday. That would be the Elite 8. Here they go. Colorado looking for the lead. Step back 3 in the air. Missed off the mark by De Silva. Rebound secured here by Kolek. Up the floor goes back to Marquette. We are under 9 minutes left to play. Out to the corner. Into the hands to Ben Gold. Moves it off to Kolek. Kolek drives. Kick out. Corner. Gold. Open 3. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang. Ben Gold lets it rain. Marquette with a 3-point lead. 67-64. Right down to the wire in this one, folks. Colorado with a possession. At the left wing perimeter, it's Simpson. Simpson, skip pass, right corner, Hadley. Moves it on top, over to Williams. Elevates for the J. 15-footer. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Iguodaro for Marquette. Marquette now by 3 with the basketball. Golden Eagles with a possession. Iguodaro brings it up the floor. Iguodaro bouncing bodies here inside the low post. Turnaround hook shot. Oso got it a drop. It's good for two. Iguodaro leading his team here to a 5-point lead. 8 minutes left to play. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Iguodaro's got 10 points today. 42-30 points in the paint in favor of Marquette. Simpson at the top sends it off to Hadley. Another scoring stretch that they've gone stagnant here for Colorado. De Silva up fake, Proha, bounce pass to the cutter, and they get fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line here for Colorado. That's a nice bounce pass there by De Silva. There's going to be free throws coming up after the media timeouts, as we're under 8 now remaining. 5-point lead for the Golden Eagles. 7:46 left to go on the clock. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one here, Marquette or Colorado. What a game. Down by 12 for Colorado. They open up the game looking like they were half asleep, breaking threes after breaking threes. And here they are, hanging in, down by 5. Cody Williams has really changed stuff in this game. Top 5 projected freshman for a 5-star, number 5 recruit for this year. He's looking explosive out there. He's been battling injuries this season for him, but when he's out there, looking solid, impacting the game in multiple ways. 9 points by Williams. He has 2 blocks, 4 for 8 from the floor. He did miss the last shot, taking a 15-foot J, but he had made a 3 before that. His lone 3-point shot attempt he made by Cody Williams, and that was a big one. It looks like he's a step faster than a lot of these other guys on the floor today. Texas A&M plays at 8:40 against Houston. Yeah, that should be a good one. That should be a really good matchup. Both of those teams are only separated by 100 miles. That's going to be a tough, gritty, physical game. This would really wreck people's brackets if Marquette chokes this one away. If so, at the end of this one, we get a big U if that does happen here. 5 guys, by the way, in double figures for Marquette. This is not their game to lose here for Marquette. You got 5 guys in double figures. 18 by Cam Jones. 12 by Kolek with 10 assists. He has a double-double. 12 points by Joplin. 11 off the bench by Chase Ross. 10 points by Iguodaro now. Iguodaro is 5 for 6. 4 assists, 3 steals for him. Colorado led by 3 players in double figures. 16 by KJ Simpson. 14 by De Silva. 11 by Eddie Lampkin. 9 by Cody Williams off the bench. One of these coaches is going to get to the second weekend for the first time in a long time. Yes, I'll be doing A&M against Houston later today. I'll be covering Duke against James Madison as well later this afternoon. Brandon, welcome in. Best of luck to Purdue. Cam Jones in deep foul trouble. He's on the bench right now. He's got 4 personal fouls for Jones. Marquette with 2 as a team right now in the second half. Colorado with just 1. That's some foul trouble right there. So Colorado in 0 foul trouble. KJ Simpson has 2. Everybody else with either 0 or 1. And then Cam Jones, the star of the game for Marquette in the first half, putting in 16 out of his 18 in the first half, has 4 fouls. So he's going to sit on the bench right now. First free throw is good by Colorado. Second free throw, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. They split the free throws. Very well, this game could come down to free throws as Luke O'Brien split them. Marquette with a possession. Kolek at the right wing perimeter. Turns the corner. Drives inside the paint on the Williams, and Kolek gets fouled. So Cody Williams picks up the shooting foul, and this will be 2 shots coming up here by Tyler Kolek. Double-double for Kolek. 12 points, 10 assists. Two shots here First one, no good, around the rim and out. He's got 14, actually. The ESPN stats that I'm looking at got him at 12. He's actually got 14, according to the CBS graphic. 8 double-double this season for Kolek. Free throw number 2. Got it. That's a big free throw. They were struggling early on at the free throw line. Marquette today is just 2 for 5 at free throws. Colorado's 4 for 5 right now. Barely any trips to the free throw line. This game has gone right by. 7:25 left to play. Counting down. Top of the key, Javon Hadley. Hadley has it for Colorado. Hands it off to Simpson. KJ Simpson passes off a double team. Kick out quarter. Open 3 O'Brien. Off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound underneath De Silva. De Silva draws a double team. Bounce pass. Gets to the way. Swatted on the bounce from behind. Last touch by Iguodaro. Good block right there from behind by Oso. It's going to stay Colorado basketball. Yeah, good vision to see his man, but even better block. Marquette when block number 3. Colorado's got 2. Inbound here for the Buffs. Colorado at the elbow. Lampkin hands it over to Simpson. Rises for the jumper. 18-footer. He's got it. KJ Simpson finding his stroke right now. 3-point game under 7 minutes left to go. 18 by Simpson. Just under his season average. Number 2 score in the Pac-12 conference. Putting up 19. Kolek, skip pass. Oh, it's a turnover. Hadley came up with an interception. And Colorado has it at the wing. They almost lost it. Baseline dribble for the Buffs. And they got stripped. They lost it. That's a turnover. Turnover by Colorado there. Losing the basketball was Simpson. Marquette will slow it down. 11 turnovers for each of these teams today. Kolek slows down the tempo right now for Marquette. Kolek has it at the top of the key. Kolek switch guarded by Hadley. Kolek dribbles inside. Off fake. Kolek up off the glass. Got it to go. Tyler Kolek got him the bite right there with an up fake. 72-67. Colorado with the possession. Cody Williams lost the handle. Oh, he turns it over. Marquette with a steal. 1 man a beat. They take it to the rim. No good off the glass. A bunch of contact. No call by the referees as it goes back to the Buffs. Pro hop inside the key. Bounce pass. Big Eddie Lampkin. He scores with a right-handed hook. It's good for 2. 72-69. 5.5 left to go as we approach the mark here. 12 turnovers by Colorado, 11 by Marquette. Kolek at the top. Crossover. Kolek inside. Kick out to the wing. Joplin dribbles. Drives. Oh, he got fouled. Tripped up. Loose ball foul picked up on the floor. It's going to stay. Marquette ball. What a game. 72-69 right now. 5:26 left to play. Ooh, thinking about next year. I haven't even looked or so. Probably Duke for next year or so. I haven't even looked. It all depends on who gets transfers too, most likely. 5:26 remaining. Marquette will get the inbound here to the quarter. Open 3. No good. Cam Jones is back in the game with 4 personal fouls, and he bricked the corner 3. Great drawn-up play off the inbound, but they could not convert. Skip pass left corner. Williams going to take the open 3 before we get a foul. So Marquette away from the ball picks up the personal. That is charged to Iguodaro. Away from the basketball here, holding up Eddie Lampkin inside the low post. 3 personal fouls for both of these teams in half 2. This game's gone by incredibly fast. 5:17 left to go. The Buffs down by 3, looking to get the inbound underneath. Colorado passes out to the corner into the hands to Williams. Williams dribbles around the perimeter, being pressured. Gives it off to the open man. Open 3 for the tie. Bricked off the back or missed by Simpson. Marquette secured the defensive rebound. An open look there, and KJ could not send it down. 4 out of the 5 starters for Marquette have double-digit points. 5 minutes left to go. We're in the home stretch of this game. The winner is whoever will be able to take care of the basketball. Kolek dribbles, drives, inside over Lampkin. Tyler Kolek puts it into the bucket. It's good. Cha-ching. Up and in off the glass over Big Eddie Lampkin. That's a strong basket right there by Kolek. Here goes Colorado. Right to the rim. Burst of speed. Cody Williams soared up. Gets it with a right-hand layup. 3-point game once again. Williams with 11. Kolek. He's got a double-double. 17 and 10. Kolek At the right wing perimeter, Kolek towards his left, top of the key. Kolek dribbles, up, drives, inside, no good off the glass, missed it. Rebound secured here for Colorado. Out of the pack, the Buffs looks to push it. Colorado inside, got it deflected, got it back though, and we get a foul. And that's going to be a Marquette reaching in. Number 2, Chase Ross commits the reach-in foul. 4:10 left to go. What a game. The Buffs are right there. If they can make a shot, we get a tie game if it's a 3. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Colorado gets the inbound. Lampkin at the wing. Hands it off to Simpson. Simpson inside the key. Moves it out top of the key. Wide open 3 for the tie. Oh, they got it. Bang a bang. Tristan Da Silva lets it rain. It's a tie game, 74-74. Under 4 minutes left to go. Da Silva had just 2 in the first half. He's got 15 in the second half. 12-point lead at 1 point for Marquette in half 1. It's been blown away now to a tie game. Hand off to Joplin. Joplin has it for the Golden Eagles. Outside to Kolek. Tyler Kolek dribbles up to the elbow. Floats to the runner. Kolek no good. Missed off the mark. Colorado with a chance to take the lead with 3.5 minutes left. Here goes the Buffs. Destin, they're looking to take on NC State in the battle of the big boys in the Sweet 16. Lampkin versus DJ Birds. Top of the key, Hadley. Hadley with a mask. Passes outside. Wide open 3 for the lead. Oh, it's no good. Bounced off the rim twice. Lampkin couldn't squeeze it either. It's a Marquette rebound. Big Eddie Lampkin. Poor reflexes in the offensive glass. It will go back to Marquette. And they take the timeout. Shaka Smart better not choke this one. 9 straight. First weekend exits in the bracket under Shaka Smart as head coach. A 12-point lead right now has gone down to zip. It's a tie game. 74-74. 3 minutes even left to play as we take the timeout. Colorado is feeling it from 3. The Buffs were 3 for 13 from 3 in the first half. In half 2, they are 50%. They are 7 for 14 from 3 right now. They are feeling it. This is bad news for Marquette. You got 5 guys in double figures, and if you fail to win this game, I don't know what to tell you. You can't fail to... You got 5 guys in double figures. I mean, you can't lose this one if you're Marquette. I mean, I'm assuming Shaka Smart's safe this offseason, but going into next year, and if he loses this for Shaka Smart today, and then going into next year, if they pull out one of those remarkable seasons, sort of like this year, where they go like 26-7, or something like that once again. Right now they're 26-9 to get like a high seed, like a 1, 2, or 3, and then they choke in the second round. Then there's going to be a lot of question marks going into the off season in the year after. One of these coaches is going to be going to the second weekend. It's been a long time for these two. Tad Boyle has never led Colorado to a Sweet 16 game. 0-2 in second round games in his 6th NCAA tournament appearance as head coach, year number 14 with the program. Shaka Smart on the other side has lost either in the first round or second rounds 9 straight times. Hasn't got in there to the Sweet 16 since the Final Four year in 2011 at VCU. Colorado, their last Sweet 16 appearance, 1969. That's what's at stake right now. Marquette went to the Sweet 16 last in 2013. What a battle of a game. Colorado looked like they were dead in the water, half asleep, when we tipped off this game. What a turnaround. Down by 12 in the first half, and now they tied it up because of this man, Tristan Da Silva. Just 2 points in the first half, 15 in the second half. These guys are going off between Da Silva. KJ Simpson's got 18. He scored 11 in the second half. He's woken up, and these guys right now have been able to deliver. Marquette has the basketball. 3 minutes left to go as we come back from the timeouts. Kick out to the wing. Catch and fire. 3 for the lead. Swoosh. Chase Ross gets the 3 for Marquette. 77-74. Colorado looking for a response right here. Turnovers been their major issue today. They've got 12 turnovers. Dribble, drive, inside, right to the rim. They score. KJ Simpson slices defenders, takes the distance with a layup. 1 point game now. Simpson's got 20. Marquette with a possession. Kolek slows down the tempo for Marquette. 1 timeout remaining for Marquette. 3 for Colorado. Kolek dribbles, drives, kicks out to the wing into the hands to Joplin. Joplin backs his way inside the key. Joplin up another move. Joplin off the back rim, no good. Missed the shot. Lampkin collects the defensive rebound for Colorado. Here we go. Colorado is only led for a minute today. Marquette's led for over 34.5 minutes. Top of the key. Colorado looking to take the lead right here. And we got a tie up on the floor. Possession hour is going to be Marquette. Marquette forces the tie up in the key. The Golden Eagles will get it back. What a game. Big tie up. Forced there. Ross and Joplin coming in to force the tie-up. 2 minutes even. Marquette has possession. They're 14-0 when they've led by double digits at halftime. They led as many by 12 in this game. Marquette with a possession to Kolek. Has that the March Madness logo. Kolek floats it up over the top. Iguodaro snatches it. Oh, he lost it. It's a turnover. Oso off the entry pass. Couldn't squeeze it. Colorado chance to take the lead here. Williams moves it off to the free throw circle. Hadley, top of the key now. Hadley dribbles up. Hadley, handoff to Silva. He's been the hot hand. Outside goes to Simpson. Minute and a half left to go. Da Silva has it. Top of the key. 10 in the shot clock. Da Silva at the top, dribbles, drives, inside Da Silva, passes on top, kick out to the wing, open 3, top 5, prospect missed it with Cody Williams as he bricked the 3 at the wing, and it goes back to Marquette. Wide open and Williams couldn't set it down. Marquette came up with a rebound. Final minute left to go. Marquette up by 1. Kolek has it at the left wing. Dribbles baseline. Circles around. Kolek floats up the shot. Kolek. Oh, he got it. The TJ McConnell special. Tyler Kolek off the circle around inside the key. Puts it through. It is good for 2. You the man, Tyler Kolek. You the man. Tyler Kolek from Cumberland, Rhode Island. The 401's best. Big time Kolek. And a timeout on the floor taken by Colorado with 54 seconds left. Tyler Kolek, not too far away from where I'm currently out in Southeast Mass on the Rhode Island line. His father played for UMass Dartmouth basketball back in the 1980s. I've been one of the broadcasters for the men's basketball team for a couple seasons now for UMass Dartmouth. Man, Tyler Kolek, incredible play. The TJ McConnell Classic. He just circled around inside the key. Tried to get everybody to guard him and just dribbled circles around everybody and floated it up. That's a massive bucket there. Kolek with a double-double today. 19 and 11 for points and assists. Ahe in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll be back for James Madison versus Duke at 5:15 p.m., so feel free to stop on board later today for that stream. What a game. Colorado will get the basketball. They're down by 3. 3 personal fouls by Colorado, 4 by Marquette, 2 timeouts by Colorado, 1 by Marquette. We've got 50.9 left to go, actually. Okay, it's a little bit less than what I have for my time. 50.9 seconds left to play. Colorado will get the inbound coming up. They've been hot from 3 in the second half. They're 10 for 28 total. They made 7 threes in the second half. They're 7 for 15 from 3.5 to just 3 for 13.5 1. Inbound for Colorado. The Buffs have it at the right wing, and we got a foul given by Marquette. So yeah, Marquette's up by 3. You know the little tale, always follow up late when you're up by 3, and they gave a foul there with Chase Ross. I mean, that's their 5th now, as long as it's not Cam Jones. Cam Jones has 4 personal fouls. Inbound here to Colorado. They bring along a double team to Silza. Gets it away, outside to the wing. Step back 3 in the air for the tie. No good. Bricked off the back and missed by Colorado, as Hadley couldn't get it. Offensive rebound, though. The Buffs with another chance. 25 seconds attacking to the rim. And we get a foul. It's going to be 2 shots coming up here. Shaka Smart's not happy about the shooting foul call. Picked up in the court. Charged to, I believe it's going to be Iguodaro. And this is going to send Cody Williams to the free throw line. Shooting 2 shots for Colorado. Smart cannot believe it. 21 seconds left. 21.2 seconds left to go. Colorado will be shooting 2 shots with Cody Williams at the free throw line. Williams, the number 5 freshman in the country. 72% this season at the free throw line. He'll shoot his first pair of free throws today. Marquette with 6 personal fouls. Colorado with just 3. That's going to be an issue because Colorado's going to have to give fouls. First one is no good. Williams bricked the free throw. And here comes Cam Jones back in the game. Jones has 4 personal fouls, but a guy you want to see go to the free throw line. They're going to substitute Stevie Mitchell out. Marquette's only 2 for 6 today at the free throw line. Colorado's going to give fouls, so that's going to waste time off the clock. They only have committed 3 personal fouls this half. They'll have to have a second one here. Cody Williams, is he going to make it or miss it? The free throw is good, so he decides to make it. 79-77. Now you got to foul here or force a steal. Double team. Ooh, that was close, but Colorado gave a foul. They tried to force a trap off the double team. 17.8 left to play, and this will send an inbound coming up for Marquette. That's only the 4th by Colorado, so Colorado is going to have to foul 3 more times before Marquette gets sent to the free throw line. Marquette, you have to be careful with the basketball here. We're going to take a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken. Colorado burns a timeout. They're down to 2 timeouts left. 2 timeouts by Marquette as well. What a game. 18 seconds left. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you're Marquette, you got to inbound the basketball cleanly 3 straight times in a row here, because Colorado has just 4 personal fouls. If you're Colorado, you have to give 3 quick fouls, or you're going to have to make miracles happen and force a quick steal. That's what's at stake right now. That's a quick 30-second timeout burned by Colorado. Talking about what they plan on doing here coming up. 4 fouls by Colorado. Marquette's got 6. Winner of this game will take on NC State on Friday in the Sweet 16. Marquette will have to inbound all the way in the opposite side of the floor underneath Colorado's hoop. Marquette in a dangerous spot to inbound. Chase Ross will be the inbound passer here. Ross looking to get this away. Ross inbounds over to Cam Jones. Cam Jones sends it off to Kolek. Passes off ahead, crossing midcourt. 13.1. They give a foul. Too much time off the clock right there for your Colorado. Way too much time. That's now number 5 for fouls. You have to give 2 more. You just let 5 seconds go off the clock for the Buffs. Like, that ball went all the way from the backcourt to the wing of the perimeter on the opposite side, where Marquette's shooting in their front court. 13 seconds left to go. Marquette with 2 more inbounds they're looking for. Inbound. Ross goes over to Kolek. Kolek double teamed, and Kolek gets fouled. Down to 11.7. Now they'll have to foul 1 more time. Shaka Smart looking to do it. Time number 10, a charm. He's lost 9 straight games before the Sweet 16. Wherever he's coached. VCU, Texas, and now at Marquette. Last year they came up short against Michigan State a year ago in the round of 32. Hasn't gone to the Sweet 16 since the VCU Final Four year in 2011. Marquette underneath will get the inbound. Kolek has it. Kolek dribbles around, sends it outside. A lot of time going off the clock. They've yet to foul still. They pass it over inside the low post, and finally a foul committed with 7.4. Way too much time for Colorado. That's 11 seconds that went off the clock for Colorado from the first foul to the last before they send Marquette to the bonus. Way too much time. So now Marquette will head to the free throw line. 7.4 seconds left, where they're just 2 for 6 on free throws in this game. The 1-and-1 bonus for Marquette right now. It goes to David Joplin, a 70.3% free throw shooter. Joplin will shoot in the 1-and-1 bonus with 7.4 seconds remaining. Joplin, 1-and-1, a big one here. Joplin looking for the 3-point lead with a 1-and-1. First free throw by Joplin, got it. It is good for Marquette. This one to put his team up by 2 possessions. David Joplin. No bigger free throw in his life than this one to see if he can send Marquette over to the Sweet 16. Joplin, pressure free throw up by 3. Looking to go up by 4 with 7.4 seconds. Joplin releases, and he drills it. Marquette with a 4-point lead. Timeout taken to the floor by Colorado. 7.4 seconds left to go. Big pressure free throws there for David Joplin for the Golden Eagles. We look back at the plays of this game. We look back to nothing bigger than Tyler Kolek. That shot that he had in the final minute, circling around inside the key, floating up a shot over the top of the defense that went down. That is the play of the game there to the 401 Rhode Island's best, Tyler Kolek. Legendary. Double-double, 21 points, 11 assists today, guiding his team to victory on 10 for 14 shooting. Cam Jones stole the show in the first half, 16 points in half one. Right now with 18 points for Cam Jones, but Kolek, big key today. One of 5 players in double figures for Marquette. Colorado down by 4 with 7 seconds left to go. An incredible game between these two teams. I'll be back on later today covering Duke against James Madison around 5:15, so feel free to stop on board for that one. The Buffs in this game have been able to shut the door. Marquette's been able to shut the door on the Buffs in this one. Just too much time for Colorado. Way too much time. They're 18 and now down to 7 that they had to give those 4 sets of fouls that they had. Colorado trailing by 4. 7.4 seconds left to go. One timeout remaining for Colorado. Here we go. They cross midcourt. Using a lot of time. You got to do something here for Colorado. They attempted 2, trying to get contact, and the ball bounces off the rim, settles at the top of the backboard, and it is over. Shaka Smart's going back to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 13 years. Final score, Marquette 81, Colorado 77. Win number 27 this season for the Golden Eagles. What a game. Tyler Kolek. Double for Marquette. 21 points, 11 total assists. Legendary. Final minute, nothing bigger than the shot that he knocked down in the final minute left to go. Big time at Tyler Kolek. And then pressure free throws to the line. David Joplin, 14 for him. Big victory for Marquette to move on. They'll be taking on NC State in 11 versus 2 matchup on Friday over out in Dallas, Texas. Thanks so much, all, for joining in, being a part in the stream for this one. James Madison against Duke. I'll have that stream later today at 5:15 p.m. So feel free to join back in before I do sign off. Make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you'd like to be a part here, future live streams, we are closing in on 25,000 subscribers. We are around 15 to 20 subs away from 25K here on the channel. Marquette's able to survive. 5 guys in double figures. 4 of those players starters. 21 and 11 for points and assists by Kolek. 18 by Cam Jones. He had 16 of those points in the first half. 14 by David Joplin. Off the bench, 12 points by Chase Ross. 10 points by Osu Igudaro with 4 assists and 3 steals. Able to close it and close down the door against Colorado. As what a game this was. Marquette's moving on to the Sweet 16. Colorado was almost there. 20 points by KJ Simpson, 17 by Tristan Da Silva, 13 by Lampkin, 12 by Cody Williams. They had opportunities, just could not get their shots. Just 10 for 30 from three-point range for a team that came into the game top 10 in three-point shooting percentage. They shot the ball well short of that number today at 33.3% from the perimeter. We wrap up in this one. Marquette pulls out a 4-point victory. Tyler Kolek with a double-double. Repping the Ocean State in a 4-0-1, 81-77 the final scores. We wrap up. I'll see you guys later for Duke versus James Madison, and we'll close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason Bourne, Rajib, I Am Ghost, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Guido, Tristan, SG Sports Talk, Ice, Baby, Robin, Melinda, and Jack City. Thanks all for joining in and being a part in the stream. I'll be back around 5:15 covering Duke against James Madison. Should be a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a nice day, everybody. See you guys later.